Senator Elizabeth Warren spoke out this week on the 5th anniversary of the global financial crisis, saying that Congress should vote to end, quote, too big to fail financial institutions. The Massachusetts Democrat said that despite having regulations under the Dodd-Frank bill, agencies miss about 60% of the rulemaking deadlines that they have. She pressed Congress to act, saying, since when does Congress set deadlines, watch regulators miss most of them, and then take that failure as a reason not to act? I thought that if the regulators failed, it was time for Congress to step in. That's what oversight means. And that's certainly a principle that would have served our country well prior to the crisis. Jason, how does too big to fail finally end? Or are we just going to be in the midst of yet another financial crisis?
We're definitely right now on a path where a financial crisis of the sort that happened in 2008 could well repeat itself, because there's really been no defanging or detuning of the circumstances that led up to that crisis. Most significantly, the banks that were involved in that crisis, which have all merged and gotten bigger, are still leveraged out to the hilt. I think Lehman Brothers at the time of their failure was leveraged at 33-1, and right now we don't have any oversight authority or any pressure being put on these banks to bring their leverage down to a manageable level from Basel rulemaking on down. What Dodd-Frank can do is very limited, and the fact that we have regulators missing deadlines and not actually succeeding in their work, well, that's a lot of factors. For starters, I don't think that government regulators are fully attuned to the correct premises in dealing with this situation. I think that they're probably in some small way outmanned and outgunned as far as their knowledge of like the quantitative mathematics that goes into all of these risky financial instruments. And third, remember that we have to fund regulatory agencies and staff them and attract top people to come and do this work. And as long as we're in a situation where we have, say, sequestration happening, there's no cops on the beat. And so whether or not they figure out the right premises and whether or not they rise to the level of their opponents in terms of their intellectual capacity, they're still very underfunded, understaffed, with a whole lot of work and a crisis as big as the last one potentially looming at some point in the future.